If you believe that artificial intelligence, machine learning, semiconductors are going to take us into the next generation of the digital revolution, then what you need to do, and what I have chosen to do, is find 34 stocks that have shown a consistent history, going back all the way to 1999, to be the major players in the digital revolution that we are going even further in, and then determining, do they have the sustainability to continue the growth that they have. So I've identified 34 stocks that are in both the hardware and the software, as well as the build out of the data centers, that are going to put GPUs in data centers and then give us the capability to access artificial intelligence and take us into the next investment opportunity of the future. So of these, I've then narrowed down and said, okay, the real time frame that we need to focus on is the last 5 years. Did they give us consistent return through good times and bad times? And will they, as we get into lower interest rates and lower inflation, will they be the winners that they have been in the past? That's what I have built. I've spent many hours building this spreadsheet that I want to give you the last 20 years history of the investment world, so that you can see, like I've seen, it's pretty apparent who the winners are going to be. 34 stocks in the past 5 years have given you a 43.3 average rate of return, and I feel very confident that they will do the same, if not better, in the next 5 years. I want to share this with you. It's not financial advice. It's my studying, my bringing this portfolio down to 34 stocks that I think you can't go wrong with. You look at it, you understand it, I'll make it available to you, and we'll work together if that's what you choose to do. This is the spreadsheet I was talking to you about. It contains an analysis going back to 1999 on 34 stocks that I have in my bus portfolios, my bus 12 and bus 13. Bus 12 deals with the software. These are the people who are going to deliver you and I artificial intelligence. Bus 13 is the hardware, the infrastructure that's being built in our data centers and through the internet to make artificial intelligence available to us as it develops and continues to develop in the future. So what I want to do is take off on what Enrique said on our Friday stock call, that these 34 stocks all make money. And it's just a matter of time and being aware of where they fit into the infrastructure, how they are being interpreted based on what is happening today, inflation, higher interest rates, but yet the data centers are being built, the GPUs are being distributed, and some stocks are just going crazy while others are not. So let me just kind of give you an overview of it. As I said, it goes back to 1999. It covers the 34 stocks that I believe are going to be the major players in the artificial intelligence revolution. You have here some magnificent performers, such as NVIDIA, that you can see its track record. Back in 2001, it was up 308%, and then the next year it was down 83%. Those yellow boxes represent those years when the stock did not perform well. It showed a loss. And what you learn from that is even a great stock shows losses, at least sometimes. You'll see one here that'll stick out. This is Broadcom. Started in 2010. It has only showed a loss one time, 1 year in that, and that was in 2022. And as you can see in 2022, virtually everybody showed a loss. The bus portfolio, lost 23% in 2022. The S&P lost 19%. If we look at a 5-year average, the bus portfolios have an average return of 43.3, whereas the S&P has a 9%. And as I said, it does have bad years. 2008 was a particularly bad year. It lost 43%. I think that's the only, no, there's two times when actually the bus portfolio did not do as well as the S&P, but you can see overall it's 43% over the last 5 years as opposed to 13, 37% as opposed to 9 over the last 10 years, and the 20 years, 27 as opposed to 8. What I want to just emphasize is these are the stocks that are going to be the major players in the artificial intelligence revolution. And what I want to do is, by sharing this, give you confidence that even if a stock has a bad year, is not doing well, it will consistently. Even new stocks here. This is Symbotics, down 8% this year, but it was up 329% last year. For the 5 years, actually, there's only 4 there. It has an average of 113%. So I want you to digest this. It will be available on our website, and it updates as the years go on and gives us some confidence that we're invested in those stocks that are going to, number one, be a part of the infrastructure build-out. I'll show you 2 of them that you probably don't know anything about. This is Modine. It's in the air conditioning business. This is Fix. That's the ticker, FIX. It's in the business of building with hammers and nails and concrete and sheet metal. It's building the data centers. This is a stock that over the last 5 years been up 49%, Modine up 82%, 10 years, 44 and 45. These are the kind of stocks you have to own, because this building out is going to go on for at least another 5 years, according to what Jensen says. And speaking of Jensen's, here you can see, this is NVIDIA. Can't go wrong, but it can. In 2002, it lost 83%. In 2009, it lost 76%. And then in 2022, it lost 50%, but then followed up with 191 and then 90 to give it a 95% average rate of return over the past 5 years. Study these stocks, learn these stocks, come to be a part of our team, our tribe, and you can have access to this. I hope you can see from there the kind of research that I do. I add to that some technical analysis. Mark Willett is on our team. He teaches swing trading, which then gives us a momentum understanding of the market and gives us some access or some learnings on where to buy in and where to get out. Or if you're just a long-term holder, 43.3% isn't all that bad. So that's what I want to provide for you. I think we can work better together than work separately. That whole video was stimulated by Enrique saying at the close of our stock meeting, yes, we get together there's 1,000 of us in the tribe, and we get together on Friday and ask questions and get answers. And it was Enrique who made the statement, I've done some research, that's what he said, on the Bus 12 and Bus 13 portfolios, and they all consistently make money. But you have to give it time because the circumstances under which they operate change. That's basically what it is. But if you understand what is happening and you focus on what is happening, you learn how to win against Wall Street. Think of it this way. There was a meeting last week in California where NVIDIA made some tremendous announcements of the direction they are going, the direction they are taking GPUs and CPUs and the whole putting actually software on the GPUs so you can make it work without the internet. And this is tremendous knowledge. A lot of things changed as a result of that. Now, what Wall Street does is digests that and then basically says, okay, we need to build a position in these stocks. Well, they can't build a position in 2 days. They can't do it in 2 weeks. It will take months, because when they build a position, they're talking about millions of shares. And if they come in and buy those millions of shares in a week, they're going to blow the price up. No, what they do is build the position. Once their position is built, they then tell their analysts to upgrade this stock so that we, the retailers, and those who aren't following the stocks, start bidding the price of the stock up. You must understand, Wall Street's number one responsibility is to give a greater rate of return for their clients. That takes time. It takes time to build a position, to reduce a position. So with that in mind, if we can do research in that 2 week, that 2 months lead time, we can beat them at the game. By reading the companies, by first of all specializing in a 34 stocks, and then reading their press releases every morning, reading their filings at the SEC, we then know what Wall Street knows, but we can act faster. And then if we tie that in to what I just showed you, those stocks who have a history of adapting to change over the last 24 years are those who have the money and have the capability and the flexibility to respond to this next change, the digital revolution 3.0. Artificial intelligence, which will take us to machine learning, which will change our world. I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer. I'm a retired financial advisor. I invite you to join our tribe.